stick, throwing stick, leather, got my wire. Hello everybody. Good to be with you. I'm just here looking for getting together some of my throwing tools, and I've got a proper little needle tool. I don't really like these ones because they're too thick. Not quite sure where I've put him actually, but I'll keep this one here handy for now. Yeah, well, I hope you're all well and been practicing diligently. I've not been doing a lot of pottery just this last couple of weeks or so because I've been just involved in doing other things, you know, such as life. And but I was just thinking today, you know, I've got to get back into the pottery and I've got to get back in my hands in the clay, because there's something about doing that that helps you feel more centered. Do you find that? You get more a sense of needing to be centered. Because I've been doing a lot of little, lots of little kind of jobs, very sort of periphery kind of things, but I actually wanted to get back to the middle, back to the center, because actually when I'm doing that, I'm happiest inside. I don't know if you ever feel that, but anyway. So something I've been wanting to do with you is making some small lidded pots. Let's see, I don't know if I've got one here I can show you. One that's maybe finished or halfway through, but it doesn't matter. I'll kind of explain it as I go. So basically what I'm going to do is, this is, I've got a few lumps here, half a dozen lumps. This is like 6 ounces of clay. So I'm going to take 6 ounces of clay. I'm going to make the body. Now this could be a lidded pot, and it's probably could be like, for example, a honey pot or a jam pot, a sauce pot, a mustard pot, something like that. And the lid will fit, and we'll have a cutout in the lid for a spoon. Okay, so I'll make this in 2 parts, and I'm going to show you how I go about throwing the. We'll come in for a bit of detail in a minute, but we'll start there and make sure the focus is right. Yeah, I want to bring you in just to show you how I do the gallery, make the gallery. What is a gallery? A gallery is simply a highfalutin kind of name for nothing more than a ledge. A ledge to rest a lid. That is what a gallery is, basically. I don't know why we call it a gallery, but anyway. Alright, so let's get going. 12 ounces of clay, and I'm here on a LEACH treadle wheel. Well, summer's over. Whoa. Just going to take a piece of clay to put my mirror on, because I like to throw with a mirror, as you know. Alright, so let's center up this lump of clay. Now I'm going to make this really simple. not because I'm doing it for you, but because I'm doing it for me, and I like it simple. All right, so this is just a simple cylindrical form with a lid. I'll talk about it as we go. So first of all, basically, just going to, as per usual, of course, center the clay. Breaking in, opening out. Now I've really just sort of guessed at the amount, 12 ounces, because I just thought for a small pot, you know, like a small mustard jam pot, we don't want it too big. That's right, so we're just bringing up the clay nice and easy. Dee, 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 dee. Got a feeling I should cut my fingernail here, it looks a bit long. Down into the bottom of the pot, pulling up the clay from the corner. Okay. Little air bubble there. Alright, so there we have a little cylindrical form. That's basically how it starts, isn't it? Just a simple cylinder. But and I want to bring you in now just to show you in a bit closer detail what I'm going to do. Or maybe just zoom it a bit. Okay, I hope that is going to stay in focus. Right. So, what we've got to do first now, after I've thrown up the clay to, you know, as much as I think I need to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the rim here, you see. Because by rolling the rim, this is another reason you can roll rims, and it's a useful thing to know how to do. And in a situation like this, it will give you a double thickness on the top from which you can make your gallery, you see. Okay, so I'm just going to put my finger just down a little bit from the top, pull the clay over my finger, you see, like that. Well, that's only halfway, is it? Isn't it? So now, and a bit further down. This is the first pot I've made in a few weeks, so I'm a little bit, could say I'm a little bit rusty. Do potters get rusty? I suppose we can get rusty, can't we? Alright. So there's I can hear rain on the roof. So I'm going to take my throwing stick, go down the side like this, clean the slurry off, you see, putting in a bevel. That's really important, put in a bevel, using the side of the stick as a rib just to clean that a touch more. Alright. Okay, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to form I'm going to form the gallery. Let's see if we can get even closer. Da-da, da-da. Hang on, let me just change the focus, see if we can get really in there. Okay, I'm going to move it close now, because it's actually useful to know how to do this. Is that going to work? Ooh. I don't know if I can get as close as I really want to get. I'm kind of like between two focal lengths here. The camera only gives me... Well, we'll try it. We'll try it from here, and let's see if that will... I'll zoom it. Oops. There you can see I'm out of practice at this. All right, I just wanted you to see the top of the pot, you see. So what I'm going to do is, now it helps to have a little bit of a thumbnail to do this. All right, and you want to make sure that the top of the pot is a little bit wet. I'm going to support the rim here like that, you see, with these two fingers, and with my left thumb I'm going to push in and create that ledge. So here goes. And there he is. Did you see that? So basically, you see, just a few points to mention here. You need these fingers here like that, okay? Because when you push this thumb in that direction, if these fingers are not here, it just makes the pot go wider at the top, you see, which we don't want. Alright? I want to make sure you see that the side of the pot here still is vertical. Okie dokie. Right, now I'm just going to take my leather, just lightly leather it like that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to take the camera off the tripod and change the focus and bring it in. So I just want you to see that, you see. So you can see there is a ledge, and that's where the lid is going to rest. All right. So just move back a touch. So there it is. That's basically. This is a very simple form, as I said. Now, the rolled rim serves two good or three good reasons to have a rolled rim here, and that is, number one, you can form the gallery out of the extra thickness that you've got. Okay, number one. Number two, as a jam pot, I can put my hand over it and lift it, and my fingers will come into contact with that extra bit of clay there, and it will feel secure in my hand when I lift it. So there's a practical aspect to that. And a third good reason is having the extra thickness here at the top is going to give it a little bit of extra strength. And also will keep it nice and round, you see. That's always something to bear in mind, isn't it? The pots, they do go out of shape, don't they? Okay, so I'm just checking inside. Is there any water? We don't want to leave any water down there, do we? So we'll remove that. We've got a bevel. We've cleaned the outside with the throwing stick, and that removes the slurry, you see. and that enables us to lift it off. We're now going to use our cut-off wire and straight through like that, easy peasy. Now, actually what I should have done, what I haven't done, is I should have just set a gauge to that, because I'm going to want to make some more. Okay, never mind, I'm going to just lift him off. So to lift off, just dry your hands. Probably not a good idea on your apron, okay? Have another towel just to dry your hands off a little bit, because otherwise your apron is going to become very, very sodden and dirty. Alright, just cup it like this, okay? Don't try and lift it off like this, because your points of your fingers will indent the clay. So best, what you want to aim for is maximum surface area contact. So you just literally lift him like that. And we're going to put him here on the board, so that when I come to doing the lids, I'm going to put in the lid beside each one, you see. Hey, good to be back with you. This is Simon Leach here, saying, keep practicing, don't give up. Here's a little project. Maybe you feel discouraged, maybe you haven't been on the wheel for a while, maybe you feel that you want to, but there's just so many things that seem to get in the way to stop you getting out there into the studio. I find that happens, and you've got to get tough and push those things to one side and head out into the studio. And you'll be glad you did. You'll be glad you did. And here's a little simple project for you to start with. Hey, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now. And we're going to do that lid. I should just mention, we're going to do the lid. The next video will be doing the lid to fit these, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Bye-bye.